Hello there, everyone. Welcome on in to the Summer 2023 Robot NABC individual tournament. This is going to be prior to the start of the Chicago Nationals, which are starting up in a few days. Middle of next week, I think, is the start date for the first events. But we're going to play through 3 days worth of Robot Bridge, 24 boards. It is best hand format, so we do want to make note of the inferences that we get from that information. Match points, and yeah, I guess let's jump on in. This, I imagine, is going to be a little bit of a longer video. I think in the past, when I've played in this event, we finished 7th last spring in this same event. We're looking to have another solid performance this time around, but I was fairly thorough in my analysis on basically every hand, and that led to about a 3.5 hour video, I think, for most of the sessions. So let's get right on in. And starting out, so very first board, we have a 12 count, and we just noted that it is best hand, which means that our partner is limited to 12 high card points. We don't have a great fit. So one of the things that I'm thinking is that it might be better to actually just bid a no trump with our hand. Like, if we have 24 highs combined, is it a guarantee that we want to play in game with no fit? I'm not sure. It just kind of feels a little weird. I think in most systems, I would be very happy to just make a 2/1 2-heart bid, expect that sometimes if partner's in the like 10, 11, 12 high card point range for their opener, that maybe we get a bit too high. But if partner really is in like the 13, 14, 15 range, then obviously it's going to be much better if we start with 2 hearts than start with a no trump. With this kind of hand, we're going to be able to bid both of our suits, and we'll always reach the right strain even if it's at the wrong level. But the best hand format kind of changes my opinion a little bit on hands of this type. A fitting 12 count, I would be happy to game force, you know, give me 3 small spades and a singleton club, and absolutely, I would start with a 2-heart bid, show my spade support, and reach game on 22 or on 23 or so high card points. So the only downside that I really see to not bidding 2 hearts here is we might miss a 5-3 heart fit. If partner has 4 hearts and I bid a no trump, they would be expected to rebid 2 hearts, and we could just jump to 4 hearts, having found a large fit. If partner rebids 2 of a minor, I think in general I'm gonna have to rebid 2 no trump. Maybe depending on which minor bids. If partner bids 2 diamonds, I could raise to 3 diamonds, for example. But I might just rebid 2 no. And so we may end up missing a 5-3 heart fit, but I don't think I'm all that worried about it. Let's start with a no trump and see where this takes us. So partner rebids 2 clubs. I'm happy to rebid 2 no, I think. And partner's probably going to pass. Partner, whoa! That is unexpected. So with us having 12, partner's limited to 12. My belief was that partner was just going to pass 2 no trump essentially 100% of the time. They bid 4 spades. I mean, I'm going to pass 4 spades. I have a little bit extras, but obviously we have kind of the worst possible holding in partner suits. very possible that we're facing a 6-5 hand type over here, 6 spades and 5 clubs, partner having singletons in both red suits, which isn't the end of the world. Our diamond king queen and maybe even heart queen jack could be useful to discard some of partner's club losers, depending on where the missing honors lie. But yeah, no reason to bid over 4 spades. I mean, I think I suspect 3-no trump might have been a little bit of a better spot. Wow. Partner botched this hand a little bit in terms of the auction. I wonder... Yeah, I have been telling partner that I have 2 or fewer spades, so this jump to 4 spades is just absolutely insane. Now, with that said, we might have come out okay, especially if the field is going to make a 2/1 bid with our hand by bidding 2 hearts first. I think the field will either end up in 4 spades on a similar auction or get to 3-no trump. And I know I said that 3-no looked like a good spot just hearing the auction, but given partner's actual hand, we can't set up our heart suit, we can't set up partner's spade suit. I think 3-no is going to have some problems. Queen of clubs lead is good news for us in some sense. We have no club losers. East either has queen doubleton or queen 10 doubleton, and regardless of which it is, or singleton queen, we can finesse west for the 10 of clubs later. We have just 1 diamond loser. We can pitch a diamond on the ace of hearts. So our objective, I think, is to first avoid club ruffs if possible, and second, we want to pull trumps as quickly as we can. So first things first, we'll win the ace of clubs, and we will lead a diamond to the king. And I think I'll wait until we see what happens on that trick before we do anything else. Okay, so it's queen 10 doubleton of clubs over here in the east. East also having the diamond ace makes me think I want to play west for the spade ace. East is turned up with, so we have 12 high card points. Neither opponent could have more than 12 high card points, and that's important to note. Okay, hold on. I'm having a secondary thought. Although maybe it's a bit late for this now, but I'm a little worried if I cross to dummy and diamonds and then play a spade, it might go like club ruff, diamond ruff, club ruff, or something. Like West hops up with the spade ace and, you know, they start cross-ruffing. I guess it's probably fine. I can cash the heart ace to pitch our 3rd diamond before leading a trump. And at least that way, if East gets a club ruff, they won't be able to give their partner a diamond ruff afterwards. It kind of looks to me like diamonds are splitting, but I don't think there's any real reason to risk it. So I think I will pitch a diamond on the ace of hearts before leading a trump. I plan to play the king, I think. West doesn't hop up with the ace, which is a little weird to me. There's not really a whole lot to go on. The queen of clubs lead to me sounds as if East is lesser in high card points. Because if East was looking at like the ace of spades, the ace of diamonds, the queen of clubs, I don't think they would have gone after a club ruff themselves. They would be worried their partner has essentially no values, and, you know, leading from Queen Doubleton is a little bit scary. So it sounds to me like East might be hoping their partner actually had some club values, like the ace of clubs or something, and could get in and give them a club ruff eventually. That's why they led from Queen Doubleton. I mean, Queen Doubleton of clubs is just an awful lead against this auction regardless. I think I'm going to play the king. Man. Well, I imagine I have a spade loser from here. Long thought by West about whether or not to unblock. So we are down one. Technically, it didn't really matter what we did. We always have 3 spade losers. Although, if East hadn't returned the 10 of spades, we might have actually gotten in trouble. It's very possible. We could have then played for Queen Doubleton in spades, exited a low one, and ended up with 4 spade losers, which would have been a huge problem. Well, we did okay in the auction. I mean, it would have been nice if we were able to play into no trump, I think. The diamond suit coming home is friendly. The fact that the 10 of clubs drops on the first round of the suit when we like play low to the ace would be good news for us. We'll be able to collect 3 club tricks. Hearts are, of course, well stopped. So yeah, a tricky hand. If we were double dummy from trick 1, we could have made this contract. If we won the queen of clubs and exited a low spade, and then won the club continuation and exited another low spade, we could eventually use the king queen of diamonds to enter dummy twice and ruff 2 hearts, and then cash 4 rounds of clubs. Maybe not all in this order, but eventually pull off a trump coup against West. There might be some ways that that East can defeat us if we're not too careful about how we time the play. But yeah, we see that, you know, if you just look at the double dummy, it says 4 spades can be made, but in reality, everyone's going to end up losing a diamond and 3 spade tricks. Just no way to avoid it. I mean, even if we had played a spade to the jack, East wins the ace, We cash the king, but then West has the remaining 2 high trumps. So, on to board 2, but that's 1 board down. I mean, I suspect it's going to be close to a push across the field. Maybe. Let me think for a second about 3 no trump. I do want to keep in the back of my mind a little bit, like some sort of running total of how we stand in the set. So in 3 no trump, I expect West might lead a club, I don't know, diamond. I mean, a diamond would be helpful. Let's say we just get a friendly diamond lead. If the defense is just like very nice to us overall, like diamond to the ace, heart switch, we put in the jack, West wins, plays back a diamond, we can take 3 diamonds and 2 hearts. Take a club finesse, which is probably going to lose. I mean, it's very possible we end up making 3 no trump, north-south, but I think it's also possible we go down multiple tricks in that contract. It's a very difficult hand to play with the misfit. Anyway, so minus 50, I mean, maybe close to average, but I think we took a bit of an unusual view in the auction to get there. On to board 2, we picked up a 21 count. East is passed in first seat. Well, I'm not going to open this 2 no trump. Playing with a human partner, I would absolutely open this a spade. I just do not like 2 club auctions if I can avoid them, and even at this vulnerability, I would expect my partner to respond with almost anything in terms of values. And if partner passes out 1 spade, we might actually have done pretty well on this hand because I think everyone else will reach game. Partner's mostly broke. We do appear to have 7 tricks in hand, so we'll probably get a plus score. And other people might just be in 3 no trump going down a couple of tricks. But I'm a little worried with this partner that if they have like 4 high card points, a singleton spade, 1 spade is just going to pass out, and we might miss a easy game. So I think I'm going to take the field action here, which is probably to open 2 clubs with our hand. You know, thinking about it again, I'm kind of becoming more and more drawn to 2 no trump. Because really, I don't think I ever want to play this hand in spades. If we have a heart fit, I would love to find a 4-4 heart fit and play there, but over 2 no trump we can do that, assuming partner's game forcing. I guess the only concern is this hand's a little bit strong. Every honor is working. We have an excellent 5-card suit that is running. Okay, but I think I actually like this plan now that I've thought about it a second time. It's not as if we have a spade suit that's like ace-king 5th. Then I would absolutely want to show my 5-card spade suit because roughing, say, a club with one of our small trumps would be effective. But here, we don't have communication in the trump suit, in the spade suit itself, if spades was trump. So even if we have a 5-3 spade fit, yeah, maybe we avoid the issue of the opponent's running clubs against us in no trump. But aside from that, we get very few of the benefits of having a trump suit. So okay, I think I'm going to treat this as just like a balanced hand type, but it's a little too good for a 2-no opener. So we will start with 2 clubs and rebid 2-no, 22 to 24. Partner raises to 3-no, so we don't have a heart fit. We do have a spade fit. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not great news for us. So playing in spades, obviously, if the diamond hook is working, we would be able to ruff at least 2 hearts in the dummy, using the ace-jack of diamonds to get back to our hand. Yeah, really not great news that partner's 3-1 exactly in the majors. I was thinking about this possibility in the back of my mind, but I thought it was less likely that partner was this direction in the majors as opposed to the other one. Well, I mean, I think there is some good news. People who do open 1 spade are probably going to play there with this partner. Or they might play there. I mean, who knows if East-West will balance back in. So I think aiming for 9 tricks and 3 no trump might be okay. Obviously, it's a little bit sad that we're not in 4 spades here, but let's see what we can do. So diamond goes around to the 9. I could have put up the queen of diamonds at trick 1. I didn't want to spend too much time on it because if the king is not with West, putting the diamond queen up at trick 1 is just going to ruin most, if not all, of our hopes in this contract. And I think there's a good chance East has the diamond king just based on the opening lead tendencies of the robots. Alright, I think my plan is going to be to run 5 rounds of spades, probably cash the diamond ace, and then exit in clubs. If West did start with 4 small diamonds and East has king third, the opponents will be able to take 3 clubs and the king of diamonds, but then they'll have to lead a heart for us. Hopefully West will be on lead and can give us the heart finesse. But it's very possible East will end up leading a heart through. So I think this gives us at least a decent chance to make the contract. Diamond discard from West is helpful, I think. Club discard from East is pretty helpful, I think, as well. Another diamond discard from West. I'm pretty sure we're correct now about the diamond position. East has pitched a couple of hearts. So West started with, we assume, I mean, we know 3 spades. West started with We assume 4 diamonds. I do suspect the King of Hearts is offside, unfortunately, just based on the opening lead style of our opponents. Like, I think East is very likely to have the Diamond King because a diamond was led. I think West is very likely to have the Heart King because a heart was not led. East throwing 2 hearts is interesting, though. Makes me think that East started with a 5-card heart suit. So if that's the case, West is 3-3-4-3 in shape. Again, not convinced that there's a whole lot I can do about this. All right, let's continue our plan. Okay, I mean, this is all kind of good news. The club suit has gotten blown up. So we can guarantee our contract at this point. We can cover the Jack with the Queen of Hearts. West will probably win, but West will be either end played into leading into dummies minor suit winners or leading into our Ace-9 of Hearts. So good news was we got a plus score, and it's game. So we'll probably beat out the players who open 1 spade with our cards. Unfortunately, I mean, 4 spades is just an amazing contract. Even on the trump lead, if you do get a trump lead, you'll be able to ruff 2 hearts in the dummy, the diamond hook is on side, and the King of Hearts falling actually means that you're going to end up scoring 11 tricks in that contract for 650. So sadly, we didn't find our spade fit. But let's keep going. That's 2 boards in, so maybe we're doing a little below average as of right now, but plenty of bridge still to be played. So we get an 18 count, we'll open a club. Partner bids a diamond. East comes in with 1 spade. And interesting spot here. I would be a little bit tempted to actually pass this, or pass in this position, playing with a human partner, because I would have full confidence that whenever they have short spades, they would reopen, and I plan on just defending 1 spade doubled at these colors with 2 natural trump tricks, a bunch of cashing aces and kings, as well as shortness and partner suit. So I think for a lot of those reasons, the opponents could easily be just going for 500 or even 800 at the 1 level. We probably have game. And I think sadly with this partner, I'm a little bit too scared of passing a spade. I think it's just going to pass out way too often, and we might collect plus 200. 3-0 might go down, but I still think I want to take the chance of getting to a high scoring contract, so I'm going to rebid 2-0. Partner rebids 3 diamonds. I think I have to bid 3 no trump. The difficulty with some of these robot events is like some of these auctions are not very well defined in terms of the hand type. Like 6 high card points, if those 6 high card points could be the king queen of diamonds, like king queen 6 the diamonds, obviously 3 no is a great contract. If those 6 high card points could include the queen of hearts and jack of clubs and, you know, queen empty 6 the diamonds, then we probably don't want to be in 3 no trump. But I think I'm just gonna make the bid that has the biggest upside. Okay. Not the most ideal, but at least we have decent play, or at least we have some play for the contract. I mean, with East having probably the ace of spades, maybe the king of diamonds, it's possible that West has the club ace, so we might be able to get to dummy by leading a club towards the king. Unfortunately, we have to knock out 2 tricks, and East is going to be able to set up their spade suit by the time that happens. Oh boy, I can't tell if I'm playing badly or if I'm just facing some difficult problems and getting all of the wrong answers, because I feel like the first board feels a little bit flat. We unfortunately got to a not great contract. The second board, we did the wrong thing in the auction. Maybe I took an unusual view, not showing my spade suit, and we got pretty poorly punished for it. And here, once again, I could have passed 3 diamonds, which would have been a pretty good contract. Yet I am now sitting in 3 no trump with almost no play. Okay. It's a long event, I know, which means that even if we get some bad boards at the start, we do have a chance to come back, but it does feel kind of rotten if you start out with like 3 sub-average boards. So West opening the 3 spades probably from length. I mean, it could be 3-2 doubleton. It's possible. But East play of the jack also, I think, kind of indicates that West has spade length. East might think that we actually have king, queen, 10 fourth of spades, and may well be concerned about continuing the spade suit if they get in. So if we do go ace diamonds, diamond, and East turns up with the king, it's possible he switches to hearts. I'm just wondering if it makes any sense to try and cash out for down a couple of tricks. Because if we take 2 spades, 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, and the king of clubs is an entry, we might be able to get out for down 1 if the hearts split 3-3, for example. Like, I could lead a club to the king now. If that wins, I could take a diamond finesse, and then I could duck a heart. And so we'll end up scoring 3 hearts, 2 spades, a club, and 2 diamonds for 8 tricks, which would be better than the field who ends up in 3 no trump and just goes ace of diamonds diamond and hopes for a defensive error that would allow them to make the contract. I think for the reason that a portion of the field is just going to be in 3 diamonds making, trying to score minus 50 on a, probably unlikely layout of the cards is going to be less helpful than trying to play for a defensive mistake, allowing us the chance of making the contract. So I think I am going to set up the diamond suit. Wow, East has king 4th. Well, West pitched a spade. I don't think West would do that if they started with 3 small spades. So I strongly suspect that West has another spade remaining, which means East has 3 spade winners. East probably has the ace of clubs. So I think we just knock out the club ace, concede their spade winners, and take the rest. Unfortunately. Well, we're down 1. Three diamonds appears to be a pretty good spot. You end up losing a diamond, a club, a spade, and you might lose an extra trick somewhere, but there's king, queen of spades opposite the singleton are going to give you a chance to discard one of the round suit losers, at least from the north hand. So plus 110 feels like a pretty normal result. Minus 50, not great, unfortunately. Okay, rough start. Really rough start. We're going to have to do a little bit better. We pick up another big hand, once again, 2 suited with spades. Ugh, it's... I haven't been playing a lot of Robot Bridge recently. I've been busy with job search and all, and that has made me a little bit rusty on what to do with some of these stronger hands. Like, once again, playing with a human partner, I would just open a spade. I don't really see any problem with that opening bid. But with the robots, I'm worried one spade passes out too often. We could open 2-0 this time. Again, our hand's a little strong, despite only having 20 high card points. In this one, we have a couple 10s. Both of our suits are excellent. The king doubleton of hearts is a great value. Jack of diamonds is really only the only not working card in the hand. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to look to increase my sample size. Board 2, we open 2 clubs and rebid 2-0 with a similar hand type. I mean, that one was 5-4 in the majors, but similar idea. I liked my reasoning on that hand. This one's a little less clear because now I would very much prefer to find a 5-3 spade fit if I could. But I think I'm gonna try the same approach. We'll open 2-0, and if this doesn't go well, then we can kind of wrap up this idea of bidding no trump with off-shape hand types. So here it looks like we might have gotten to the same contract no matter what we opened. If we opened a spade, partner would definitely raise us. We could reach the game. Opening 2 no trump, partner, it just puts us in the game directly. Not a very helpful opening lead, which is a little bit sad. Two of spades, huh? I want a bunch of dummy entries. What I want to do is I want to lead a heart to the king immediately. And if that doesn't work, I want to continue the heart suit and see if there's any way for me to even set up the 10 for a discard, if possible. So I think I'm going to stick in the 8 of spades. I believe it's likely West is leading from 9/3. Or more likely that West is leading from 9/3 than a singleton, or from 3 small. There's like 2 small singletons that East can have and only 1 singleton 9. So I would prefer if the 8 of spades won, then I can lead a heart to the king. Maybe I don't need to be this risky. Maybe I can just put up the spade queen. So if I play the spade queen and I lead a heart to the king, let's say it loses. West returns a trump. Yeah, I think this is fine, actually. Let's go ahead and win the queen and lead a heart to the king. Jack of Hearts is a card that I like because now I'm pretty confident that East is going to play the queen on this trick when I play low here. So we do get to set up the 10 of hearts, which is helpful. We know West has the 9 of hearts, in fact. Because East didn't play the 9 on either of the previous 2 tricks. I mean, I can claim the contract now. I could ruff with the ace of spades, pull trumps in 2 rounds, use the 10 of hearts to pitch a diamond. I'm just wondering if East has made like a huge blunder returning the 8 of hearts and West has the singleton 9 remaining. The 7 will actually be good. I don't think there's any way East is false carded. Okay, so we do win the 10 of hearts. We get our diamond discard. I mean, it's very likely that the diamond queen, I think, was with West's hand. But then again, we still would have needed to take 4 club tricks to pitch 2 diamonds from dummy, if that were the case. As is, we can just continue pulling trumps. Kind of interesting that West actually did lead a singleton spade. So if we tried the 8 at trick 1, it wouldn't have exactly worked out. All right, I tried to sneak a diamond through, but that didn't work. And now we can claim the rest. 620. We came up with a good line of play. I mean, it was queen jack third of hearts, so it's not as if the opponents did anything bad when they defended this hand. The jack of clubs falling in 3 rounds is a little bit unfortunate for us. If West had started with jack fourth of clubs, we would absolutely have needed to set up the heart suit the way we did. With West starting with jack third, you know, some declarer who just pulls trumps immediately rather than messing around too much can go ace, king, queen of clubs, the jack falls, and then play the 10 to pitch 2 diamonds from dummy. So a little bit unfortunate that I think we played the hand well and did not get rewarded. I mean, we did make the contract, which is good news. Board 5, pass, pass. We will open a diamond with our shape. Partner bids a heart. We have a 19 count, but it's not a particularly well-fitting 19 count. I'm tempted to bid a spade. I think the robots expect us to bid 2 spades with this kind of hand. Or I wonder if they expect us to bid 3 clubs. Oh, everything shows 5 diamonds, which is just a little bit sad. We could rebid 2 no, actually. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm not that upset by a 2-no rebid. Obviously, we have excellent stoppers in the black suits. So, aside from not showing our shape, which normally wouldn't be a problem, you know, facing a human partner, they can't have a 6-card heart suit, so there's no way that partner can just jump to 4 hearts over this 2-no bid. With the robots, there are hands where they won't preempt for whatever reason. Sometimes they have like a terrible trump suit and they don't like that. Sometimes they have support for the other major and they don't like that. So it's very possible 2-no here might fetch a 4-heart bid from our partner, but that might not be terrible as long as we get a black suit lead. We'll be able to pitch partners diamond losers on our black suits before trying to go after the trump suit. Great. So partner does have 6 hearts. They didn't preempt. And this doesn't give us a whole lot of information about what their hand looks like. One of the difficulties with playing with these robots is that this type of hand can go one of 2 directions. It could be that they have a hand that was too weak to preempt originally, whatever that means for their system. Or it could be that they thought their hand was a little too strong. So it's kind of like a split range type bid. They're either going to be like king 10 9 6 of hearts and out, or they're going to have something where they're like ace 6 of hearts, ace 4th of diamonds, and out, right? They have a couple of aces and they just think that their hand was too good to preempt in the first place, so they passed. And obviously opposite the first hand type, we would prefer to just pass 3 hearts. Opposite the second hand type, we would prefer to be in game. Again, I think I'm going to take the high road on this. My quick trick's on the outside, and I'm hoping that my diamond opening might have deterred a diamond lead to some extent. Makes me interested in looking for the heart game, despite not having a great heart fit. Well, yeah, so as you can see, partner has one of those hand types. I mean, kind of both of those hand types, right? They didn't like a preempt because their suit was too weak, and also, you know, the ace king fourth of diamonds on the side was kind of something they were afraid to preempt with. But it looks like we're doing okay. We might just have 3 trump losers. Wow. That was close. Diamonds were 4-1. If East had gotten off to an opening diamond lead... Oh no, it was king, queen, third of hearts. Yeah, there was actually just nothing the opponents could do to untangle their diamond rough in a successful way. So, we got a plus score. That's good news. I mean, it also looks like we did well to avoid 3 no trump. We have 8 top tricks, and technically, if we're able to set up hearts, we would come to a bunch of tricks. We would come to 10, kind of similar to what we did here, playing in no trump, but we just don't have enough entries to North's hand to set up and cash the heart suit. So 3-no would go down. I don't think it's a difficult decision whether to play in no trump or hearts, but I do think that there are definitely players in the field who might look at this hand and say, we have a 6-1 heart fit, it's no good, and just end up playing in 3 no trump. So I think that's the first hand yet that I feel pretty good about my result. We got to the top spot, played the hand carefully, and did make the contract. So, okay, not too bad. Let's move on to board 6. East opens heart. Well, I have to say that playing with a human partner, I would just make a takeout double. The whole point of making takeout doubles is really to find major suit fits. It's not often to like compete to 3 of a minor or something. But I'm a little scared to do so with this partner in particular. I'm more tempted to overcall 2 clubs because this partner is not going to bury me for doing so. The only sad thing about a 2-club overcall is my hand's probably not worth 2 bids. And so if I do bid 2 clubs and it goes 2 hearts, pass back to me, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I mean, I might balance 2 spades, but the hand is definitely a little bit too weak to do something of that nature. So it's a lot better if we can just make a takeout double to start with. Hopefully we find a 4-4 spade fit. But yeah, I think with this partner, it's probably okay to bid 2 clubs. Not something that I personally like doing. I hate overcalling at the 2 level with a 5-card suit. I think you just, especially against good opponents, you're going to get doubled and go for a large number way too often. But these opponents don't double us all that much, and the fact that partner isn't really going to play us for much more than what we have in terms of values makes this a little bit of a better bid. It is useful to be on the same page with your partner about these types of bids. So if you're going to play what I would consider an egregiously bad system, where 2 clubs shows, as you can see up here, 5 or more clubs, 10 or more high card points, then it's very important that you and your partner are on the same page about it. Okay, I mean, not super happy about the way the auction's developed. It looks like because the opponents have diamonds, if I had made the takeout double, we would have done just fine, and maybe we actually would have found a spade fit. Oh, God, this is actually gross now. Because again, if we have a spade fit, the colors are so ripe, and the opponents appear to have a double fit in the red suits, we might actually have a double fit in the black suits. I could very easily see us making 4 spades. Let me think for a second. So let's say partner is 4 triple 3 with 4 spades. I mean, how bad is it for me to bid? Let's say partner is king 4th of spades and nothing else. I have 2 diamond losers, I have a heart loser, I have a spade loser. I'm going to get tapped in diamonds. I have a club loser. I think I'm down 1 too many. Okay, so I mean, like, I'm down 1 too many if partner's whole hand is just king 4th of spades and nothing else. Alright, I concede. I concede. Let's lead the king of clubs. You know, it's kind of between a black suit on this auction, what to lead, and clubs I think is more likely to set up tricks, as well as the fact that partner didn't raise us, which it kind of seems as if partner didn't raise us because they have no values. But maybe that also means partner has a doubleton. We could get in with the heart ace and maybe give him a club ruff. King 3 7 4. Okay. Whoa! Look at this dummy. So the opponents might be in a 5-2 heart fit. Oh, they could be in some serious trouble. Now, we're going to need to pause for a second because trick 1. Okay. Stuff to know about robots carding. So our partner will be giving us high-low count if they want a ruff, which means partner could have 7-6 doubleton of clubs, East had ace-jack third. Possible. Partner also might be encouraging from the ace. Or I mean, maybe partner was just afraid to unblock with ace doubleton. Like obviously partner could and probably should have won the ace and returned the suit if they had ace doubleton, but maybe partner just has ace 7 and they didn't want to do it. They could have ace 7-6. I'm tempted to, yeah, I'm very tempted to not continue clubs. One thing our partner will not do is encourage with the jack. So if partner had jack third, they would not have encouraged here. I think I am going to place east with ace jack third, which I think is good, kind of good news. Because with east having 3 clubs, it's more likely that they're actually in a 5-2 heart fit. So let's try and count east points. You know, West has 11. We started with 12. East is limited to 12. because of the best hand format. So let's say I give East Ace Jack of clubs. It feels right to switch to spades. I mean, if Declarer is ever able to pull trumps, they probably have queen third of diamonds, and if not, they're going to be able to make use of dummies long diamonds eventually anyway to discard losers. So we are going to want to set up black suit tricks. Yeah, let's switch to spades. If partner can get in with the king and put a club through, that would be helpful. My plan's to duck this trick. It looks like Declarer is probably taking finesses. And so I want them to squander a diamond entry to continue doing so. All right, they apparently stopped taking finesses. No way! Oh, that didn't go well. I mean, it's true that when I switched to the 9 of spades, Declarer could have put in the 10. It does look like Declarer started with Ace Jack third of clubs, so kind of good news to some extent. Man. And partner was encouraging from Ace 7 6 of clubs. Yeah, this is the difficulty sometimes with defending with robot partner. Like any human player would just win the king of clubs with the ace and then continue a club to their partner's hand. Obviously, like North doesn't want you to doesn't want to switch to something, right? Like the fact that North didn't play the club ace put it in Declarer's hand from our perspective, and now we were pretty confident the North might have the spade king as the outside card. That is not great. That is really not great. Because obviously we could have just taken 2 clubs and 2 hearts to beat the contract. I mean, double dummy is going to say that Declarer could make it by playing a low heart to the 8 on the first round, double hooking partner's 10-9 fourth, but obviously that's not something that any Declarer was going to do. Tough hand, tough hand. Okay, I feel like this has gone horribly at the start. We're a quarter of the way through the set, about an hour into the recording. So anyway, let's move on. Hopefully other people will also have a bit of difficulty with that hand. If I had just played back the Queen of Spades. See, I really wanted, like, you know, if I had just returned the Queen of Spades, everything would have been, I found the only card in my hand that doesn't beat the contract, the 7 of Spades. But I was worried if I played back the Queen, partner with the King would duck, and then wouldn't be on lead to put a club through. Declares Ace Jack. maybe that's not a sensible consideration. Right? Declare would have just flown up with the club ace, pulled trumps, and then ran the diamond suit to pitch their club loser anyway. Yeah, this was probably just a big mistake, not playing the queen of spades here. I was just so convinced that the king of spades was in partner's hand. Okay, well, let's move on. So 4 boards, or quarter of the way through, we're probably batting about 40-some%. Not a good start. So we have a 13 count here. We'll open a heart. One spade by West makes our hand a little bit worse, and then this 2 club bid by East, our hands kind of become just awful. So we'll definitely pass. And gonna pass out 2 spades. I mean, it's not like we have any place to play. Partner with heart support could have bid 2 hearts, so either partner doesn't have hearts or doesn't have a good hand. Our second suit has been claimed by the opposition. If our spades were a little bit weaker and our hearts were a bit stronger, we might have actually doubled this. Or, hoped that, maybe we wouldn't have doubled this, because apparently that would show diamonds, even though we had the option to bid 2 diamonds here. But I was thinking, we don't really want to go after a penalty with this hand because we know the spades are well placed for the opposition. King of diamonds lead, sure. Oh no. Partner might have forgotten to bid over spade. So partner started with ace king of diamonds, or ace king fifth of diamonds, I guess, most likely. The fact that partner didn't lead clubs, No. Okay, let's back up completely, because how is it possible that partner can have a club void? If partner has 5 diamonds, 0 clubs, partner has at most 4 spades, partner would have 5 hearts, or 4 hearts. Yeah, that's just impossible. Okay, so partner's not actually asking for a club ruff. They're just playing whatever cards they feel like it. I am a little concerned about playing hearts now, though, because it sounds like West is 5, 4, 3, 1 in shape. And if that's the case, and I play the queen of hearts back, West can go ace king of hearts, heart. I guess partner might rough in with an intermediate spade spot, forcing the jack. But then declare will be able to lead the queen of diamonds, pitching their club loser. So I think I want to cash the ace of clubs now. Great. West had a 6-card spade suit. Okay. Oh, it was even announced in the bidding that West had a 6-card spade suit. Oh, I could have worked this out. So did it matter what I did? It did, right? Oh God, it really did. If I had returned a heart here, we would collect an extra trick because it would go ace, king of hearts, heart. North would ruff in with the 5, declare over ruffs, and then leads the queen of diamonds, but I could ruff with the ace of spades and then play another heart. Partner would get trump uppercut. I am doing everything wrong. This is not great. So this could be a pretty poor event, ultimately. All right, let's try and get back on track. So board 8, we have 12. Again, best hand format being somewhat important here. Clubbed by our partner, a heart overcalled by East. I think the field is going to make this bid. 3 no trump. And I think even not in a best hand format, I'm very tempted to pass 1 heart and go after 1 heart doubled. Like with no club fit, I am not convinced we have a ton of tricks in no trump. And defending 1 heart doubled might get us plus 100 when the field is going down. We might score plus 300 when the field's going down. I guess it's hard to beat. Yeah, it's actually a little bit difficult to beat plus 400, but I guess the real question then is just how often are we scoring up a game, and I think it's fairly unlikely. I could alternatively do something like bid 2-0. That to me is not crazy, and given that the opponents are not vulnerable, I think there's a decent shot that we might only score plus 100 against a heart. So 2-0 would at least give us a chance at plus 120. Which seems reasonable to me. Okay, we get a heart lead. It does look as if the opponents were going to be in a huge amount of trouble in 1 heart doubled. At first glance, I mean, whenever partner gets in with ace of diamonds, king jack of clubs, ace of spades, they'll put a heart through. So East is only going to take 3 heart tricks. Maybe a club or 2. I was probably going to lead the 9 of clubs. Maybe a spade or maybe a diamond. But it looked like we were probably collecting at least plus 100. But we're in 2-0 now. We have 2 hearts, 2 spades, and 3 diamonds for sure, depending on the location of the diamond king. I guess I'm going to duck trick 1. I'm not certain that this helps us, but I do expect West to continue the heart suit. And then if West happens to get in next for the opposition, then at least we'll have prevented the heart continuation. So definitely looks right to take a diamond finesse. Okay. Well, the spade discard I was going to say the spade discard makes me think West could easily have a 5-card spade suit, but I suppose on the auction I've denied 4 spades, so West could easily just be discarding from 4 small. Either way, we'll definitely run 3 more rounds of diamonds, and I think my plan is probably going to be to cash 2 spades and exit a heart to East. From there, but let's see what happens on the run of the diamond suit. East pitches a club and a heart. Oh, okay. So it sounds as if East has started with five hearts, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, and 3 spades. So East is down to something like Ace, Queen, Doubleton of clubs, 3 spades of some kind, and a heart. If East is down to Queen, 3rd of spades, we have some chance to pick up that holding. You know, we play a spade to the ace and a spade back. If East doesn't unblock the queen, then we're in good shape. I think I'm right about the count of the hand, so I don't believe it costs us to go spade to the ace, spade to the king, exit a heart. You know, in the worst case scenario, West is going to be on lead in a 2-card end position, and we'll have to guess the club suit, which I think my plan is going to be to play East for the ace of clubs if we get there. Seems like East has been unblocking the spade suit. So this has been strong defense from our opponents. Oh, okay then. We were able to successfully unplay East into leading clubs into the dummy. So that was nice. Spades were 5-2. And we score up plus 120. Finally, another pretty decent result, I would say. Yeah, we haven't had very many of those today, but plus 120 feels good. I mean, defending 1 heart doubled also probably would have been a decent spot. Let me think about that for a second. If we lead the 9 of clubs and it goes queen, king, ace, a club comes back to the 8, our partner wins, and we pull hearts, the opponents are going to end up with 3 hearts, 3 clubs because of the club spots, and we're going to be forced to lead diamonds for them eventually. Wow, 1 heart doubled might actually have made. Maybe bad intuition on my part then to consider going after it. Much more appealing if the opponents are vulnerable, then plus 200 would be a monstrous result. Alright, we're a third of the way down. 2 passes to us. We have an 18 count. This is a really good 18. I'm missing like 1 spot card. Like if I had the 10 of spades, I think I'd be very tempted to open this 2-no trump. I might still open it 2-no trump in third seat. The hand is just so good. King, queen, jack, fifth is a huge holding in a suit. 3 aces is really nice. Let me just picture the types of hands that partner might game force over 2-no, where they would pass a diamond, a thing, 2-no trump. I mean, really any hand with 3 small diamonds and some amount of values is going to be enough to give us play for 3-no. I think I'm just opening 2-no. The hand is, I believe, way too good to do anything else. Great. Well, this might not actually be bad. If partner was going to pass, ooh, yeah, no, look at this. This is excellent. Because if we had opened a diamond, partner also would pass, and we would be playing in a diamond instead of a no-trump contract. So we have 8 top tricks, 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, a heart and a spade. I suppose there's some chance that we could collect a 9th trick somehow, but let's first establish our 8 tricks. Club to the queen. So if West has led from Jack 10, 4 deuce, and East started with like Queen 8 third, we actually can set up an extra club trick by leading towards the King 9. But for now, let's make sure that we knock out this diamond ace. Interesting. West continues clubs. Well, I don't think West has the Jack 10 of clubs anymore, so it looks like East started with the Queen 10 something in the club suit. I have the feeling we're going to have a hard time getting to more than 8 tricks after this defense. I guess I'm going to try and play low. The 10 of diamonds is an entry to the dummy, so this doesn't really cost. East does stick in the 8. I will duck a couple of tricks here and there, but I expect for the most part that there's not really much I can do. Make sure I don't go down in my contract. Alright, we'll run the diamonds and then cash our major suit aces and see if the opponents have made a mistake. But it looks like West has held on to the King of Hearts. Plus 120, still, I mean, I don't think that's going to be a bad result. On to board 10. This time we got a 12 count. We'll open a diamond. 3 spades, pass, pass. Now, in a not best hand format, I would be almost automatically reopening double here. You want to allow your partner to aggressively go after penalties when the opponents come into the auction. So that's why, generally with shortness in the opponent's suits, you want to just be reopening with takeout doubles. I guess this hand's maybe even a little thin, but I suspect in a best hand format, this hand is incredibly thin. if partner's limited to 12, I mean, partner can't really have the types of penalty doubles, like maybe ace, queen, 10, fourth of spades or something is possible. But I think I'm just going to pass. We're vulnerable. If I double, partner might bid 4 hearts a lot of the time, and we end up in a 4-3 fit. Yeah, let's just make sure that nothing awful happens to us. So we get a diamond lead. Dummy hits with an 8 count, which means that North and West have between 8 and 12 high card points each due to the best hand constraints. 2 of diamonds lead. I mean, we have the diamonds completely locked down. So I think I'm just going to passively exit a trump. Oh, declare guessed, or maybe they just had no dummy entry. But it looks like they guessed the spade suit. Partner had queen, jack, doubleton. So those were not the most ideal defensive high card points over there from our partner. I'm going to try and pay attention to partner's discards. I mean, there's no guarantee that partner's trying to signal, but they do play standard attitude and stuff like that. It seems safe to pitch a club. I kind of suspect West has the ace of clubs. But it's starting to sound like ace doubleton. That would give West a pretty good 3 spade overcall, though. Ace king, 7th of spades, ace doubleton of clubs. Yeah, maybe partner actually has the club ace. I don't want to pitch a heart for the same reason, but maybe. I mean, it says 11 or fewer high card points, right? So it's very possible that West does have ace, king, ace in 2 suits. I guess I'm just going to keep parity with dummy. Partner did high-low in the club suit. Although, apparently, partner high-lowed in the club suit because declare had the ace. This was... Partner played the 4 of clubs, then the 3 as their first... The first club discard was the 4, and then the 3 clubs came next. Anyway, we did well to make sure declare got stuck in hand repeatedly. Running the long spade suit was a good attempt from undeclarer's part, but at least we were able to work out what was going on. So plus 100, happy with that. If we had reopened double, partner definitely would bid 4 hearts, and that contract would have gone very badly for us, so that feels like a pretty decent result. On the board 11, we have 16, 5-4 in the majors, so we'll open a spade. Partner bids 2 spades. I think my hand is so mediocre that I'm considering passing 2 spades. Like, my spade suit is pretty bad. I mean, obviously queen 3rd of spades would be a huge help. My heart suit is really bad. The singleton king of diamonds might not be a working value. Let's take a minute to think about some pretty awful hands that partner could have over there. Ace, third of spades, 3 small hearts, queen, fourth of diamonds, and queen, third of clubs. It's like an 8 count, but I mean, it's not a great 8 count. We have 3 hearts and a diamond to lose. Off the top, the spades might not come home, and if spades split really badly, we might be in huge trouble. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass out 2 spades. Obviously, if partner has a fit for us, like a singleton heart, like queen, fifth of clubs or something, we would be in business to make game. But at match points, I'm just going to pass it out. Okay, interesting. So 3 diamonds comes back around to us. Double is penalty, which means partner didn't make a penalty double. I think I'm going to bid 3 spades. I could try 3 hearts. Actually, now that... Well, the king of diamonds, I think, has less value now, given that it's in the opponent's suit. But the singleton diamond, the fact that it is singleton, is helpful. I'm wondering if partner actually has a big heart fit, maybe we are making a game in hearts, or hearts is the more likely game to make. Like imagine queen, third of spades and king, queen, fifth of hearts. There's some danger of a spade ruff. Okay, I'm gonna try it. So we balance 3 hearts. Wow, partner has... Well, this is something. Partner definitely has something over here. Okay. Two of clubs lead is very scary. Because this could be a singleton, and now it's very possible they get a club ruff. Not much I can do about it. I mean, this is a hand where I would be very tempted to double 3 diamonds with North. Having a trump trick and the fact that West didn't overcall in the first place means their hand is a lot weaker than normal. Two, three, 4, huh? I want to play the jack. I want to conceal my high cards a little bit. It's possible that East might have ducked to the ace of clubs, for example, at trick 1. And so there's no guarantee that West knows I have the club ace. Whereas if I play the ace on a trick like this, 2, 3, 4, ace, West is probably gonna think that I must have very, very strong good clubs. I think it's possible that West might already believe I have good clubs, but they might think I have like ace jack doubleton, for example. East has king 6th, as opposed to me having ace king jack. So I'm just when West gets in with the spade ace, which I think is about to happen, I want to make it much, much harder for West to find a heart switch away from an honor like the ace or king. All right. Oh no. Oh no. I just realized part of the dilemma. Oh no. Man, I am not... I feel like my mind is not working very well today. I have no dummy entry. I have two stranded winners over there. I mean, it's very possible that the heart suit is just coming home. But, you know, now we have to, So clubs were 5-1. I mean, that is the good news as to what's happening here. All right, the heart suit's split. I wonder if there was a way... I'm not sure. I mean, maybe we did something smart. Because if I won the ace of clubs and I got the same defense, you know, win the club ace, spade to the queen, spade to the king, West could have gone ace, king, queen of hearts, well, ace of hearts, heart to the partner's king, queen, club ruff, and we would go down. But if West won the spade ace and then switched to a diamond, we of course could have won the king, pulled the last trump, and then run the club suit and diamond suit, overtaking the jack of clubs to get to dummy. Pitched two of our heart losers and made an over trick. So I'm not sure if that's a good result. I mean, I'm happy to go plus. I think we came up with a sensible plan to try and go plus. I didn't really think about the implications of blocking the club suit until it was too late. Maybe that's completely my fault. But, you know, plus score is probably okay on that hand. We'll have to see afterwards in the comparison if there's a lot of 170s or if there's a lot of minus 50s or something. On to board 12. Partner opens a diamond. We have a 13 count. Definitely going to be game forcing this one, so we'll start with a heart, look for our heart fit. We find a heart fit, but the opponents have found spades, and they have the right vulnerability to sacrifice against us if they want. I'm just going to bid 4 hearts. Yeah, even if partner has some sort of perfect hand for us, I think we're going to need to take finesses to get to 12 tricks, and given that West is the one who overcalled, these finesses are likely to not work out. Okay, no sacrifice, which is probably good news for us. We also get the king of spades lead. King from ace king. King of spades lead, a club switch. I feel like this hand is mostly going to be about guessing the queen of hearts, and I think I'm going to play east for that card. Let's start by playing the 8 of clubs. Okay, so East does cover with the king. The hand is a little bit tricky. Because even though I get 2 club discards from the dummy, I can pitch, say, a diamond and a spade, but I can't hook East for the heart queen and pull 3 rounds of trumps and ruff 2 spades in my hand. I'm still going to need to guess the diamond queen. I think the queens are likely to be split. I mean, East... Well, East has to have at least one of the queens, I'm pretty sure. I mean, for a human, this wouldn't necessarily be true, but for the robots, I think it is. Because East can have at most the king of clubs and jack of spades outside of the red suits. And with just a 4 count and only 3-card spade support, I don't think it's very likely East would raise to 2 spades. It's possible East has both queens, but I think to start with, I'm going to play a heart to the ace and run the jack of hearts. Okay. Good start. We still need to kind of guess what's going on in the diamond suit, but maybe I can get a count on the opponent's hands. So East has the queen of hearts remaining. Gonna unblock the jack of clubs before pulling the last trump, and then cash a couple of clubs, pitching, I think, a diamond and a spade from the dummy. He started with 3 clubs, 3 hearts, 3 spades, and therefore 4 diamonds. Oh, there's a diamond discard. Well, that's going to make my life pretty easy. Wait, that's not going to make my life easy. Oh, no, man. I meant to pitch a diamond from... I am not playing great. I mean, I'll lead the jack. I don't think West is going to cover all that often, but if they do, it's fine. If West doesn't cover, I can hop up with the ace. Ooh, West covers. That's good news. So now we have the rest. West had a 4-card spade suit, and East had jack 4th and only bid 2 spades. I mean, I know the robots do like their 4-card overcalls when they have a decent 4-card suit, but I kind of expected East to preempt if they wanted to act with 4-card support. Whew. We got lucky there that West covered that jack of diamonds. I mean, with good reason. If I happened to have like jack empty 4th of diamonds or something, West should have covered the jack with the queen. Otherwise, I could run the jack, ruff a spade to hand, take a diamond finesse, pick up the suit for 1 loser. But we'll take 680. I mean, I'm happy we guessed the queen of hearts. I don't think that one was particularly difficult. And then the opponents were friendly enough to give us the guess on the diamond suit. Wow. Still, I think I made a bit of a mistake. I meant to pitch a diamond from dummy, and that way if East had made this mistake of discarding from 3 small diamonds, I was just going to go diamond to the ace, diamond to the king, diamond ruff, bringing the suit home. Board 13, 2 passes to us. We have an 11 count. It's a pretty bad 11. And in a best hand format, I think if we can manage to stay low, it's helpful to open these kinds of hands because we get a lot of information from the best hand style about the distribution of the opponent's high cards. So I'm going to open a heart. We get to play 2 hearts. That's excellent. Maybe missed out on our best fit in the spade suit, but at least we are at a low enough level. So we have 11, our partner's 8. The opponents have 22 highs between them, which means both of them have exactly 11 high card points. I'm not sure if that's going to be relevant in any way on this hand. All right, Queen of Clubs at trick 1, I'm going to play low. I want to cut communications. Jack of Clubs continuation, I will win. So East has the King of Clubs. East and West have 8 high card points each outside of the club suit. There is the Ace, Queen, Jack of Diamonds, there's the King of Spades, and there's the King, Queen of Hearts. I'm tempted to like ruff 2 clubs in the dummy. Is that crazy? It's a guaranteed way to deal with my club losers. And I also think West is short in clubs. Okay. King of Clubs showing up is not ideal, but I think it's still possible East is holding on to the 8 of Clubs remaining. Again, tempted to take a spade hook now that I'm here, but maybe it's... I mean, the reason I want to take a spade hook is if I play a diamond now and let's say West wins and puts a heart through, I have to go up with the ace if I want to ruff my club loser, but then I'm not really in a good position to take a spade finesse. If that also loses, then another trump comes and I don't get to ruff my club. So if I take a spade hook and it loses and a spade comes back and I ruff a club and go ace of hearts and then a diamond, opponents might get a spade ruff, but it might be with a natural trump trick. And if the spade hook wins, I can just switch to diamonds. Okay. Spade hook wins, so now we can force an entry to our hand to ruff a club. All right. West has 2 natural trump tricks, but we did make our contract. So plus 110. Not sure about that one. We I mean, getting a plus score is probably good. There are going to be players in the field who don't open our hand. West is not going to open in 4th seat with their 11 count. So plus score should be okay. Wow, we've actually got a lot of plus scores in a row. Man, after a pretty weak start, I feel like we finally found a rhythm. Unfortunately, you know, for this type of event, you need to have solid performances on all 3 days. There's no carryover or anything, or score resets after the first couple of days, so we're stuck with all of these mediocre results we got at the start of the session. And we just have to push on from here. On to board 14. Pass by East. We have a 15 count. Well, we're not technically in the ACBL, so we get to open this no trump, which I think is just... I think it's the right bid. The difficulty is if we open a diamond and partner bids a no trump, we don't really have a good rebid. Maybe if we open a diamond and partner bids a no trump, we can just pass with this hand. Our hand is very jack heavy. We do have 3 of the jacks making up our 15 count. Okay, this specific hand type, I think I'm actually more interested in the diamond opener. Obviously the downside to a no trump is if it goes a no trump, I'll pass. Partner could have a 5 or 6 count with a major suit, and we miss playing in our major. But the downside to opening a diamond is if it goes a diamond and no trump, we're a little bit stuck. We would like to bid 2-no, but our hand's a little bit weak. If partners are really at the top of their range, we could of course make a game. But yeah, I think just given that our hand feels a bit flat in terms of value. I mean, the heart suit is nice, but King Jack 4th of spades isn't great. Ace Jack 4th of diamonds isn't great. We don't have any spot cards. We'll just open a diamond and plan on kind of jumping to 3 of a major if partner bids 1 of a major, which I think perfectly describes our hand. Double is interesting. East having hearts and clubs. I mean, our hand is definitely a little bit better given that East has hearts and clubs. Singleton club is working, and the King, Queen, Jack of hearts might actually be playable for 3 tricks on offense, with partner having like a small doubleton, for example. We could just decide to bid 4 spades for that reason. I think 3 spades will be enough. If partner can't act over 3 spades, then we've probably done okay for ourselves. Wow. The opponents have a 10-card club fit, which I guess technically they found. We have a spade lead from East, which is a little bit scary. Spades could easily be 4-1 on this kind of auction. Our hands also don't fit all that well together. Like, we have wasted spade values. The Queen of Clubs is, of course, no good. Diamond length isn't really great because our diamond suit is pretty mediocre, right? Like, we're missing that one spot card. Like I said, the 9 of diamonds would be a huge card for us here. Well, I think I need to pull trumps. If trumps are 4-1, we'll probably pause after pulling the second round, but if I don't pull trumps, the opponents can threaten a heart ruff pretty easily, or a diamond ruff, and there's nothing I can do to stop them. It could be that I need to start on diamonds immediately. But I kind of want to find out what East is led from. If East is, for example, led from well, a singleton spade is going to make my life impossible. But, I mean, if East is led from, like, 3 small spades, then I'll know East probably has a singleton, or maybe even void in diamonds. Yeah, I think if spades are 4-1, I'm just going to have to give up on the contract. We can give them their heart ruff and hopefully set up the diamond suit. Okay. I feel like I've botched this hand as well. I let a club thinking I could get a club ruff, but now I'm... Obviously I can't get a club ruff. So East has started with 4 hearts, 1 spade, something like 5 clubs and 3 diamonds, maybe 6 clubs and 2 diamonds. East pitched a diamond, which is a little bit concerning to me. Is it possible East is 4-by-1 with a singleton spade? Like 4 diamonds over here? In which case I need to lead low to the 10. I suppose it's possible. Well, we escaped for down 1. Which, given the bad splits, I think was about the best we could do on this hand. Let me think for just a second. If I knew spades were 4-1 from the start, and I decided to guess the diamond suit immediately, could I do better? I don't think so, because the whole point is they can always threaten this heart ruff. So if I pull all 4 rounds of trumps, then whenever they get in with the heart ace, they can run the club suit. And if I don't pull 4 rounds of trumps, then eventually I'm going to have to touch hearts. They just duck 1 round and go ace of hearts, heart ruff. Yeah, I think minus 50 was about the best we could do. I mean, I'm happy with minus 50. I think I played the hand like a complete clown. Leading that club was kind of insane. I guess I was like worried that somehow they were getting 2 heart ruffs, but obviously that's just pure nonsense. Okay, 10 boards to go. So 14 down. On to board 15. We have a pretty good hand this time. We have 15 count, so we'll start with a spade. 3 diamonds, invite with diamonds. Well, I think I can bid 3 hearts, accepting the invite. And look at that. We found a heart fit. Oh, apparently partner's promising 3 hearts. I mean, that's fine. We have a 8 card fit, but that's very interesting to me that 4 hearts. Well, let's see what partner has. Okay, looks reasonable. This is actually a pretty normal hand that partner could hold for this type of auction. We get a club lead. I think our plays to the first couple of tricks are going to be pretty straightforward. East is going to win the ace, probably switch to trumps. They do. Ace of hearts. Queen of clubs return. Interesting. East has turned up with 10 high card points already. Man, also the fact that East didn't continue hearts is a little disconcerting to me. I think hearts are likely to be 4-1. Like, it's just so weird if East was trying to prevent club ruffs and dummy to cash the heart ace and then just not continue the suit. So I think I'm gonna ruff a spade in the dummy. I think I'm gonna ruff this in dummy and go queen of spade, spade to base, spade ruff. Like, one discard on the ace of diamonds doesn't help me get rid of my spade loser. And the fact that East has already turned up with 10 high card points, I mean, they could have 13, right? We started with 15, and they never really had an opportunity to get involved in the auction here. They were already at the 3 diamond level before they had a chance to act. Yeah, ace of hearts and not continuing hearts, I mean, it's so suspicious to me that I'm, pay no attention to the fact that West didn't play the deuce of hearts on this trick. I think okay, hold on. What if I win the king of clubs? I play a spade to the queen, pitch a club on the diamond ace, and then pull a trump. Well, pull a trump. So king of clubs, cash a trump just to see, and then spade to the queen, ace of diamonds pitching our club, and then spade to the ace, spade ruff. That way, at least if someone is 2-2 in the majors, we can avoid looking silly. We're going to lose out if spades are 5-1 between the opponent's hands. Because my plan of roughing a club and then roughing a spade, we get to pitch one of our spade losers on the diamond ace. Okay, I like this plan a little bit better. I mean, I'm still pretty convinced that the hearts are splitting 4-1. But I also think it's fairly unlikely either opponent has a singleton spade, given the way that the defense has gone so far. Okay, well, jack of spades comes down, so we only have a trump loser. Made our contract. Spades were 3-3, so basically nothing mattered on that hand. But we do get to the right contract of 4 hearts as opposed to, say, 3 no trump. Some people might end up there. Although it looks like 3 no has some potential, depending on the opening lead, maybe. Like a spade, 3 diamonds, 3 no trump, West might actually lead a heart. And, well, with spades coming home, I mean, it's obviously good news for our side that it looks like maybe Declare still isn't going to pull off better than 620 in 3 no. Board 16, we're almost at the 2/3 mark of the event. Diamond by West, pass by our partner, spade by East. We have a diamond suit. So I think 2 diamonds is, 2 diamonds is just natural. What is 3 diamonds? 3 diamonds is weak. Okay, so the value bid on our hand is definitely 2 diamonds. I'm very tempted to make that bid, given that we have it available. This doesn't stop them from finding a spade fit, and I mean, it might even make it easier for them to find a spade fit if they have a 5-3 fit. West can probably make a support double, maybe. I don't know about their agreements. I mean, it's possible West double 2 diamonds would be natural. This is kind of an unusual auction because I think most people would play 2 diamonds here as Michaels sitting in front of the diamond bidder. Two diamonds does preempt them from finding a club fit, if that's what's going on. I'm actually kind of drawn to a potential 3 diamond bid. If it's our hand for our side, it's probably because partner has a heart fit with us, but I don't see a good way of exploring for a heart fit and being true to the nature of our hand, right? Like, I mean, obviously if we just decide to bid 2 hearts, then maybe we'll find a heart fit that way. But in terms of making sensible calls, 2 diamonds or 3 diamonds appear to be the best choices. I guess there's some potential. If I bid 2 diamonds, and West doesn't have spades, West might pass and our partner might come in with 2 hearts. That's really the only positive thing that I see that could happen here for us. Another positive is I think we're good enough to bid twice. If it does go 2 diamonds, and let's say West bids 2 spades and it comes pass back to us, we can bid 3 diamonds. I mean, I would prefer to bid balance with 2 no trump, but I don't think the robots understand that. So let's bid 2 diamonds. 2 spades, pass, pass. I want to look at 2 no trump. Ah, good. 24 high card points. Yes, because it's very important that we're able to show 24 highs at this point in the auction. Having bid only 2 diamonds on the first round, that makes sense. So, unfortunately, I think we just need to bury the heart suit, but we do have a good enough diamond suit that I'm content to rebid it, despite West opening a diamond. 3 spades by East. I think I've done enough bidding. Partner knows what we have. We have diamonds, right? Wow, 3 diamonds doesn't show anything extra. What's the difference between 2 and 3 diamonds then? Anyway, here we are. It's possible the opponents are making game. It's possible they're going down in 3 spades. I don't see any reason to poke them any further on this. So a couple of options on opening lead. I think I'm going to lead my singleton club. It could be the case that we want to go ace of diamonds diamond, hoping that partner's the one who's short and is getting a diamond ruff. I think that chance is mitigated a little bit by the fact that East did balance with 3 spades. And if East had a doubleton diamond, East might not have balanced with 3 spades. But I'm not convinced my king of spades is actually a good defensive asset. So I might need to look for a club ruff. And that's the reason why I'm going to go with a club lead. Well, we were kind of correct. The king of spades is not a great defensive asset. What? Partner? That is not the suit that we're supposed to be playing. Oh my god. Partner had king third of diamonds and didn't find a bid. All the trumps are pulled, right? I know I should be a little careful about claiming, so let me at least wait for half a second before doing anything. Nice club suit by East. Ace 10 9 7th of clubs. Wow. So plus 170. Were we actually correct that the opponents are making 4 spades, though? Like, if I just go ace of diamonds diamond at trick 1, what happens then? I think they have a little bit of difficulty, actually. Partner 6-5 third of spades gets promoted. It's a bit of a shame because, you know, I was considering the ace of diamonds lead. I was just kind of hoping that the 4 high card points in clubs were distributed differently, like partner has the ace and East has the king jack. Then getting a ruff would have resulted in me, you know, taking a trump trick as opposed to this position where I did not. So I don't mind our opening lead choice. It didn't really work out. It's a little shocking to me, though, that partner with king third of diamonds couldn't find a bid at the end of this auction, white on red. How badly do we do in 4 diamonds doubled? We lose a club, 2 spades, and 2 hearts. I guess we're down 2. But that's only if they find a double. I mean, it's very possible that West might not realize, given that they only have 3 small diamonds, how bad things are for us. Oh, we might even lose 3 hearts, I suppose. No, we can set up club discard. Okay, On to board 17, so we're 2/3 of the way through. Partner opens a spade, we have a 12 count. We kind of discussed this on the very first hand, where I think what I want to be doing with these 12s opposite an opening bid is probably not game. I said 12, we have the jack of spades. I wasn't even counting, we have 13. Okay, jack of spades actually a relevant value given partner's 1 spade opener. Does that make the hand good enough to game force with 13 highs? I suppose I'm going to say yes. Let me scroll back and remember what happened on board 1. Oh, right. Partner just went crazy for no reason. A spade, a no trump, 2 clubs, 2 no trump. I think I'm going to game force the hand. I'm not thrilled about this idea, but partner's opening style tends to be a little bit more conservative than most human players, so this should be okay. I'm going to rebid 2-no, I think. Not too happy about stealing the no trump from partner, who might have club stuff to protect, but 10-4 seems reasonable. Partner has long spades. I mean, excuse me, 3 no trump shows 4 or fewer spades. Do you think that I would do bid 3-no with 4 spades? Yeah, I'm just gonna bid 3-no. That's kind of like where we had landed once we decided to game force the hand to start with. So we get a heart lead, which is helpful. Partner's hand doesn't exactly fit very well with ours, but at least they do have the full 13 high card points. So kind of a maximum in terms of best hand format. We have 3 heart tricks. We have 2 spade tricks, at least. We have a club and 2 diamonds that I guess we can set up. If the club ace is on side, we're going to have extra entries to dummy to work on the spade suit. We could potentially play. So win the heart lead in hand, play the jack of spades to the queen, and if king third of spades is on side, we could go ace of spades spade, setting up the entire spade suit and dummy. I don't like that plan. Because I think it's very committal. Like if the king of spades is offside, we've just lost a trick for no reason. Also, if the king of spades is onside, West might just cover the jack of spades. So for multiple reasons, I think running the jack makes sense. You know, an alternative contract we're going to have to think about is 4 spades a little bit. Because at the point where partner had a 6-card spade suit, we might be worried that we're actually off the entire club suit and no trump, or just that playing with a trump suit is going to be helpful when our hand's a little bit misfitting like this. So some pairs will get to 4 spades, and in that contract, it looks like you have a diamond loser and a club loser, but you can set up the king jack of diamonds to pitch both a heart and a club from the north hand. And then you're going to lose 1 or maybe 2 trump tricks, depending on the split in the spade suit. So 4 spades could bring home 420. We're going to try and aim for 430 if possible for that reason. But also, we're just going to try and make our contract because 4 spades easily could go down. So I think I want to play low at trick 1, even if it's possible that the 9 of hearts holds this trick. It doesn't really help us in the long run. That means West has led from queen 10 fourth, so we still have a heart loser. And I do want to get to the south hand so that I can take a spade finesse. Okay, jack of spades holds. I'm going to play in clubs. I mean, again, if the ace of clubs is on side, we do have 2 entries to the north hand. Sounds like the ace of clubs is offside. We got a heart return. Oh, really? I see. That is not what I thought was going on. I could have run the 8 of hearts around to the 9. I mean, wow. Okay. The 3 tricks in. I have a 4th trick with the jack of hearts. I have a 5th trick with the ace of spades, a 6th with the queen of clubs, 2 tricks in the diamond suit. We're going to need a little bit of help from here to bring home a 9th trick, but I think it's very possible. My first plan is going to be to try and set up some diamond tricks. Okay. That was less successful than I had hoped, but we kind of get an extra entry to dummy. What I think is going to happen, though, is if I cash the ace of spades, East is going to show out. West pitched a spade, and I don't think there was any chance that West would have made this mistake if they started with king 4th of spades. So I strongly suspect West started with king 5th of spades. Now, this is good news because the 4 spade bidders are going to go down several tricks in their contract. But it's also kind of bad news for us. So I think I cash the spade ace now. Pitch my heart loser. So East is going to show out. They can pitch a heart. West still holding on to the king 10 of spades over here. So West started with 5-1 something something in shape. They wanted to pitch a spade on the second round of hearts, which means they're afraid of pitching clubs or diamonds. I have the feeling that West has the diamond ace. And the fact that West led a heart and not a club makes me think West has the jack of clubs. Okay. I think I've come up with my plan. I'm going to play a heart to the jack, and I'm just going to exit the king of diamonds. And then plan on continuing to exit diamonds. I think West has the jack of clubs. West might get thrown in to lead a club away from the jack for later. Because against this auction, would you really lead a singleton heart as opposed to a club from 3 small? I think the answer is no. I mean, I could go queen of clubs club, right? If clubs really are 3-3. Okay, I've changed my mind. I think queen of clubs club, hoping that the suit is 3-3. Because as long as West has the jack of clubs, East won't be able to get in and play hearts. West can, of course, cash the king of spades, but then we'll have to play diamonds for us, eventually setting up our last trick in the diamond suit. Well, this is a turn of events. I guess West really did have a very, very long diamond suit that they didn't want to lead from because of our 2 diamond bid. We went plus. We went plus. East having ace jack 4th of clubs. There was nothing they could do in the end position. If East had exited a heart, we would have been able to cash the 10 of clubs, and eventually West would have to give us a diamond trick. So 400, I mean, once again, we went plus. I think we did fairly well in the hand. We're going to do better than the pairs who don't make it to game. We're going to do better than the pairs who end up in 4 spades, because they're going to lose at least 4 tricks, 2 aces, and the 2 natural trump tricks that West has. West might even get a 3rd trump trick. So decent result. On to board 18, we have a 12 count. We'll open a diamond. We have spade by West. Our partner bids 2 diamonds, 2 spades by East. Colors are just wrong, and we don't have the right spade length to bid, so we'll pass. Partner reopens with double. I would be more tempted to pass this if the colors are reversed. I assume they think 2-no is natural. Fair enough. 3 clubs feels like the right thing to balance with because partner might have both minors and was just, partner could be 1, 3, 4, 5 in shape. So this could get us to our better fit. Maybe it's more worthwhile to just conceal the fact that we have clubs from the opponents, though. Unless partner is exactly 1, 3, 4, 5, I suspect we're going to have longer diamonds than clubs. I wonder if partner ever raises to 2 diamonds with 3. I don't think so. But as a human, I would raise to 2 diamonds with 3 card support. Like, imagine partner had a hand that was like doubleton, 3 small, ace, king, third, 5 small. So you see the auction, a diamond, a spade. What do? Well, you could pass, right? I think that would be the textbook bid for the hand. But your diamonds are so strong in support of your partner's suit, you want to make sure your partner leads diamonds if they end up on lead, right? You don't want to pass and hear East bid 3 no trump and then you don't get your diamond lead. And also you want to show a little bit of values in terms of encouragement. If it really is your hand, right? Imagine partner has an 18 count with queen fifth of diamonds. Ace king third is going to nicely fill in their hand. You get to 3 no trump. If you pass, you might get blown out of the auction. Your partner might make a takeout double later, and then you have this awkward guess, do I bid diamonds or clubs? But I don't think the robots do that. So I think that would be a good reason why we might want to bid 3 clubs. Given that I don't think our partner's taking that liberty, I'm just going to balance with, or bid 3 diamonds here. And great. I hope this is kind of good news. We haven't really gained anything in the auction. We would have ended up in 3 diamonds anyway. But we've kind of gained in the fact that we've concealed our distribution from the opponents. Maybe they make a mistake of switching to clubs, giving us, or removing a guess in the suit. So that's possible. Jack of diamonds lead. It looks like we have a few losers everywhere. We have a couple spade losers. Depending on the location of the ace of hearts, we probably have 2 heart losers. I'm just saying that because West is the overcaller, so I think West is more likely to have missing aces than their partner. King of diamonds appears to be offside from the opening diamond lead. All right, let's see what East does. Oh. Uh-oh. That's bad news. Oh no, this is starting to sound like a singleton jack of diamonds now. Oh boy. Because East with king doubleton, or king third, I think would have hopped up with the king. Maybe I need to put up the ace of diamonds at trick 1. I really didn't give this a lot of consideration. I guess for whatever reason, I just assumed that this was like Jack 10 doubleton. Ooh. Like singleton Jack is just not an opening trump lead. It's never an opening trump lead. No human player would do this. Well, it's a bit unfortunate. All right, I'm going to play the rest of the hand under the assumption East has king 10 third of diamonds remaining. I don't know if this is going to help me in any way, but Start out by leading a spade. Put West on lead, who probably doesn't have anything good to do. Continues a low spade. I mean, that's a strong play. Finally gets a spade over to East. Is a heart going to come through? A club comes through. Okay. Okay. Good news, we've picked up the club suit. Unfortunately, bad news, I have failed to pick up the trump suit. Also bad news, I think the ace of hearts is 100% offside. I mean, probably not much we can do about it. We're just going to lose 2 hearts and 2 diamonds from here. We're going to be down 2. And partner's reopening double didn't really work out for us. A 2 spades was making, of course. So there's also that. I mean, there's no chance that the ace of hearts is onside, right? Like a literal 0 chance. East only mustered up a 2 spade bid. They've turned up with the ace of spades, the king of diamonds. Yeah, there's no chance. I'm going to stick in the 9. I don't think this is going to work, but... Okay. It was going to be a difficult hand to play regardless of what we did. But obviously, if I had put up the ace of diamonds at trick 1, I could then hook East out of both the king and 10 of diamonds. It might have just been a little too difficult. Obviously, East could get in with the king of diamonds and switch to hearts. We get tapped. So maybe there's really nothing we can do to avoid going down 2 on this one. The double dummy analysis seems to suggest so. But anyway, 6 boards to go. Moving on to the next one, we have a 15 count. Finally, we get an easy opening bid choice. We'll open at no trump. Partner transfers to spades and bids diamonds to game force. How do I show diamonds? Is 3 hearts the way to show diamonds? Yes. I remember this in the Gibbs system. Do I want to show diamonds? Partner's limited to 15. So let's think about some 15 counts where slam could make. Ace, queen of spades, ace, queen of diamonds. I think I need to show diamond support and let partner judge whether or not playing in a diamond contract makes sense. Partner bids 3 no. The problem is that partner didn't really have a great way to explore beyond 3 no trump. Now, with that said, I have seen the robots jump to like 5 of a minor in these kinds of auctions before. And they'll do that if they have a fairly distributional hand. So I think we can at least safely assume that partner is fairly balanced. which makes me think that, I mean, despite having probably the greatest 15 count on the entire planet, we should probably just pass 3 no trump. Partner could easily be on the low end of their game force, like 10 high card points. Okay. Well, club lead looks good for the opponents. We might have to guess whether or not to take a heart finesse in a second. Club lead, club return. I'm going to duck. There's some chance that we might find a show-up squeeze against East if they have the king of hearts and 4 spades. Oh, I guess it's not a show-up squeeze. I'm like 1 loser short of this. So there's some chance of some sort of strip squeeze against West then. Either way, I should definitely duck this club return. Okay, let's run the diamond suit next. Hopefully the opponent's carding is going to give us a sense of what's going on in the spade and heart suits, or at least in the heart suit. West pitching a lot of spades. There's a heart discard. So West started with, it was 1 diamond, right? It kind of looks like clubs were 6-3. Right. And so I'm thinking if I take a heart finesse and it loses, West might like cash a club, and then for whatever reason, I think it's just like 100% safe to take this hard hook, unless I've miscounted something. West pitched 2 clubs, right? So there's only 1 club left. So West is either down to just hearts or hearts and that last club. Okay. Oh, there are no clubs left. I have miscounted the club suit entirely. The only scare was if West could get over to East's hand, who could cash a spade eventually. But 430, I mean, again, I don't think that's going to be a particularly strong result. Everyone's going to do a similar thing and then take the heart finesse. But we got 5 boards to go. Board 20, a heart past 3 hearts, and apparently this pile of garbage is the best hand at the table. We've got 14 highs, but no reason to get involved. Partner is marked with a singleton heart on this auction and couldn't find a bid, so no reason for us to act. All right, we'll defend 4 hearts. partner, of course, finding the best opening lead for our side of hooking me out of the queen of spades at trick 1. Really, the 8 of spades fetched the 7 from declare. So is this one of those partner led low from 10-9 third instances, or was that really a singleton? I mean, it's possible that partner is 6-5 in the minor suits, I guess. It's actually starting to sound more and more like partner is 6-5 in the minors with 6 diamonds. So we're either getting the ace of clubs or we're not. Looks like we are. But declare has the rest. 620. Do we have a good save? That's always an important question when your partner forgets to bid on their first round of the auction. We have 2 diamonds, a heart, and a spade to lose at the very least. If the opponents are careful, they can score a club ruff in addition in a diamond contract. They could also score a diamond ruff in a club contract. So the opponents have 800 available to them if we did bid to 5 of a minor. It's also kind of worth noting that declare misguessed the spade suit. I mean, I don't blame them, right? The 2 spades opening lead. Once they found out that our partner was short in hearts, it makes sense to play our partner for the spade length. But maybe there's some chance that someone mistakenly plays the queen from our hand and blows the spade suited wide open. Okay. Board 21, pass. We have 15 count. Good 5-card diamond suit. Our hand is nowhere near good enough to open a diamond and reverse to 2 hearts, so we'll just open a no trump. Okay. These auctions I see all the time in Robot Bridge, but these auctions are just like impossible in Human Bridge because your partner can't have a game force opposite a no trump, like ever, as a passed hand. But here we are. We're in 4 hearts. Looks like we have, well, a bit of a decision to make. Are we going to try and take a lot of tricks via a heart finesse or not? Yeah, partner has a 9 count over there. I mean, it's a good 9. I would definitely game force this kind of hand, and I absolutely would not open it. A 6 of diamonds opening lead. Neither opponent bid spades. So East had the option of like preempting or opening a spade and didn't. West didn't exactly have a chance to show a spade suit. I mean, they could have if they wanted to make a single suited overcall over a no trump opener. Six of diamonds looks like a high spot card, so it makes me think that West is likely leading from shortness, because what kind of diamond shortness is there? There's 6-5 doubleton, 6-3, 6-2 doubleton, singleton 6, whereas the only holding that this could be from length is 9-7-6. there's exactly 1-3-3 diamond split where West would lead the 6 of diamonds. So that makes me think it's slightly more likely West has the heart queen than East. So I'm tempted to go Ace of Hearts, run the Jack of Hearts. I mean, this is going to look silly if it doesn't work. We could, of course, just go Ace of Hearts, Heart to the King, and then start playing diamonds, pitching spade losers. Three of Hearts is missing. Okay. Queen of Hearts was on side, so that's good news. And now it's just going to be a simple matter of pitching our spade losers and trying the club hook. Wow, it really was from 3 small diamonds. So we got a little bit lucky in our... Oh no. Why am I so bad at this game? Was there anything I could have done about this? Maybe I couldn't have done anything. But, I mean, I could have if I wanted to try the club finesse before running the diamond suit. I think that's a little bit too risky for my taste. Perfect. The king of clubs is offside. But yeah, I noticed that like if the club hook was on, I was only able to take it once. I like our decision. I mean, once again, you know, the fact that East could have opened some number of spades and didn't, I think makes it a little bit more likely that West has spade length. But as you can see here, spades were just 5-4, which is also possible. But I think our analysis of the diamond suit kind of indicated that West was likely to be short in diamonds, which they weren't. But that's okay. Moving on to 22, 3 boards left to go. Pass by East, we have 13 count. We will open a club. A heart by West, negative double, and no trump by North. So what's double? Double is strong. I was just wondering if we can make a sport double, and we can't. I'm gonna pass, I guess. I think there's a strong likelihood that this either passes out or that partner balances with like 2 clubs. But I don't really have anything else to do. I mean, I would very much prefer to defend a no trump, maybe even doubled, given the colors, but I think I'm just gonna pass. Okay. 1 no, all pass. I guess I'm going to lead partner spade suit. That looked like a good trick for us. Eight of spades ran around to the king. So maybe partner has like queen jack 9 over there. East switches to the 8 of clubs. Oh boy. Well, a couple of things that I'm thinking about. Like, imagine this is from, say, queen jack 10, 8, 7. Our partner's sitting on the ace of clubs, but that's the entry to their long spade. And so if I duck this trick, partner can win the ace, play back the queen of spades, but declare I'll duck. That'll cut communication in the spade suit. We won't be able to cash partner's fourth spade. Eight of clubs. It would look very silly if declare had queen, jack, 10, 8, 7, 6 of clubs, though. I play the king, partner's ace gets squashed, and we get into huge trouble. But it feels right to play the king. Let me just think about what declare's hand would look like then. So the queen, jack, 10, 5 of clubs, the king of spades. They probably have a diamond card, but maybe not multiple diamond cards. So they could have something like king third, double 10, ace third, queen, jack, 10, 5th. Yeah, that does feel like a 1-no trump bid. They could also have like queen third of diamonds as well. That would be an 8 count. Is it possible their clubs are weaker? Like, what if partner had ace, queen, double 10 of clubs? East had jack, 10, 5th, king, third of spades, nothing in hearts, and the ace, queen of diamonds? Possible. I mean, definitely possible. It's very possible that that's what East hand looks like. I think I am going to hop up with the club king now. I mean, it just seems too likely to me that I've pinpointed East's exact hand with this queen, jack, 10, 5th of clubs. This is kind of banking on the fact that partner has the queen, jack of spades over here, though, which might not be the case. So maybe this was all based on a false assumption. I just don't think it's very likely that he started with some club holding where it was necessary. Oh. I mean, look, at least we were right that about the club suit. But unfortunately, East had a little bit too much in the way of the remainder of the hand. I think we're probably still okay. I think partner has the diamond ace. Now partner can cash a spade and put a diamond through. So we do beat the hand, which was good. But it looks like our clever play of hopping up with the king of clubs was just not necessary, because partner could get in with the club ace, play back a spade, and then we could get in with the club king next and play back another spade, and partner would still have the ace of diamonds over there. But at least like when we won the king of clubs and played a spade, partner was kind of forced into finding the right defense, as opposed to if we had let partner win the club ace, maybe they would have been concerned that East had a 4-card spade suit, for example. We did leave the 8 at trick 1. Worth noting that our robot partner doesn't think about those things, like our carding or possible opening leads, but a human partner might have been a little less certain about what was going on. The high is kind of the standard opening lead from 3 small, at least in North America it is. All right, 2 boards to go. We have 14 here. No real reason to upgrade this into a no trump, especially not with 3 jacks, no 5-card suit. So we'll open a club. 2 diamonds by West, 2 hearts by our partner. We could bid 2 no trump. I don't think the bid is that bad. I think I'm going to end up bidding 2 spades though, because we just have a convenient 2 spade bid and there's no reason to risk 2 no trump with not a true stopper. But Jack 10 third often is a stopper, opposite a lot of layouts of the diamond suit. Like, for one thing, partner might have honor doubleton or singleton honor, and then we do have a full stopper. And even if not, West very infrequently has ace king queen sixth. I think the robots are much more likely to have ace king queen sixth here than a human opponent. So West might not lead the suit. They might cash a high card, blocking the suit when their partner has queen doubleton, for example. There's a lot of ways in which this can work out, but for now, I'm just going to bid naturally. I have spades. Partner's now showed a 6-card heart suit, invitational. And we need to decide if our hand is worth bidding on. Ace, king, ace in the black suits I really like. Jack 10 third of diamonds, I mean, we can kind of treat as 3 small. So it's not as if we have wasted diamond cards, right? It's not like we have ace, queen third of diamonds, where 6 of our high card points are just wasted in the opponent's suit. Or not really wasted, but, you know, they could be doing other things elsewhere. Jack of hearts is a fine card. I'm a little worried that East didn't raise diamonds. So it's very possible diamonds are 6-3-3-1 with our side having 3-3 in the diamond suit, or 6-3-2-2 with the defense going diamond, 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 and our partner getting over-ruffed in that suit. Okay, let's try and put partner on a hand. So let's suppose partner has like king, queen, sixth of hearts, which feels like a pretty good holding opposite our jack doubleton. King of spades and queen of clubs. So basically we have no losers outside the red suits. But when it goes diamond, diamond, diamond on defense, East is going to get a trump promotion, or a trump trick promoted. I think we're often just going down 1 and 4 hearts. Now, of course, if partner could have a singleton diamond, that makes our hand a lot better. Opposite a singleton diamond, I think we always want to be in 4 hearts. And it's very possible. Like, there's no one telling East they had to bid something with 3-card diamond support here. They might be looking at like 5 high card points and don't want to get doubled. So they just pass. And I mean, even in these scenarios where our partner has king, queen, sixth of hearts, and it does go 3 rounds of diamonds, it's possible partner's heart spots are good enough that we can afford to rough high and pull trumps and still get out for just 1 heart loser. I think I'm going to bid 4 hearts. Okay, interesting. I think this is good news for us. But I guess we'll just have to see how the play develops. Certainly 3 no's not going to be a picnic, given that West started with ace, queen, 6 of the diamonds. You imagine that they would lead a low diamond to trick 1, and then they have communication and the entire diamond suit set up. So it's good news that players in 3 no trump aren't going to be getting a plus score. We have a diamond loser. We definitely have 2 heart losers. I'm hopeful that the heart suit is 3-2. And in that case, the spade queen might be on side, or maybe we can pull off some sort of clever squeeze against the opponents. Like if East has 4 clubs, we might be able to pull off a a double squeeze in the spade suit. Squeeze east in clubs and spades, west in diamonds and spades. But anyway, let's see how the play to the first couple of tricks goes. 2 rounds of diamonds. So it looks reasonable to me to just go ace of hearts, heart. Okay, a singleton king is good news. That means we do have the heart spots necessary to pull trumps. We get a diamond pitch from west. All right. Now that I'm looking at this, there's no way for a double squeeze to work. I do not have enough entries to get to the north hand and pull trumps enough times. Let me just make sure that's true. So to set up the double squeeze, I would need to ruff 1 club. I can do that now. I could go ace, king of clubs, club ruff. Unfortunately, I can't do that immediately because then when East gets in with the 10 of hearts, they can play another club. Yeah, there's no real way to set up a double squeeze. I think I'm just going to play a spade to the king, force out the last heart, ruff, say, a diamond or club back to hand, and then take a spade finesse. So how brave am I? Am I cashing another heart and hoping to show up squeeze east, or do I just take a spade hook? If east has the last club, that would give west 3. Well, I guess the 3-card spades holding is the only thing that I care about, right? Because a show-up squeeze only gains when west has queen doubleton of spades. So I think I just take the spade finesse. Great. We have made 620. Not bad. Happy that I stopped to think for a second about the prospects in 4 hearts. And I mean, it's not as if like it's a incredibly good contract, but once the heart suit comes home, we're in decent shape given that the 2 diamond preempt, I think, made things a little bit difficult for West to hold the spade queen in addition to all of the other high cards they turned up with. So last board of day 1, we got off to a very, very rocky start. I would be surprised if after the first third we were over 50%, but I think we turned it around. There are a couple of bad results down the stretch that could have been avoided, or we could have done something differently on a couple of the hands, but I think overall we're going to have some work to do if we want to win the event for the next 2 days, but hopefully we'll be solidly, in the high 50s after today's set. But I guess we'll find out in just a few minutes after we finish this board. So pass to us. We're in third seat. We have a fourth seat. We have a horrible hand, just an 11 count with a bunch of queens and jacks. We don't have any major suits. I'm thinking about passing this out. I'm just worried if I open, the opponents are going to bid to a major suit part score, and they might just stop in 2 hearts or 2 spades. I mean, they could easily have a game, right? Like, even if they only have 20 highs between them. The king of hearts is in the pocket, the queen of spades is falling. I just have no tricks. I'm gonna bid. My general policy on a lot of hands is that as one of the stronger players in the field, passing out a hand is not winning strategy. My expectation is to get a plus score on most hands. Obviously we're looking at a best hand tournament, but if you just scroll through the scorecard, we do have a lot more pluses than minuses. So passing the hand out is a little bit below my expectation. Like in first, second, or third seed, I would be happy to open this hand. Just in fourth seed, it's a little bit scarier. So I'll open diamond, partner bids a spade. I would love for my next bid to end the auction. Like the only problem I have is if I bid a no trump, which is the bid I want to make, then partner's going to raise to 2-0 a lot of the time. So I'm wondering if passing 1 spade might be my best chance for a plus score. I'm going to bid a no trump. Excuse me? Hold on. Okay, I need to parse this for a second. So East couldn't preempt spades in third seat, or open spades. Couldn't bid 2 spades over 1 spade. Natural. Well, I guess I'm not sure if it's natural as by a passed hand, right? You could have just preempted. But now suggest penalty and ask for a spade lead. I mean, Queen Doubleton. No, I'm a little scared. East might have ace, king, jack, 10, 5th. Okay, let's bid 2 clubs. Oh, what is this? What is this nonsense? The opponents have backed into a 4-4 heart fit, right? Partner bid a spade, not a heart. And they're at the 2 level. I mean, this is just awful news for us. I assume 2-0 is like natural. Ah yes, invitational to game. 14 or fewer high card points, but 16 or more total points. That's not what we want to see. I think I'm gonna bid 3 clubs. We have to have a minor suit fit somewhere. Like partner can't be 4-3-2-3 in shape. That's just impossible. Now we're kind of wishing that this hand had passed out. 3 clubs doubled. Okay. What have you got over there, partner? Oh no! Why did he double a no trump? I could have just played a no trump doubled on this hand, which might not have gone very well considering I have no aces. They could have taken 3 hearts, 2 spades, and 1 trick in both minor suits. But obviously now I'm just in this rotten contract of 3 clubs. Rough. Great. Okay. Jesus. It's just impossible. They made our contract. Down 5. Not a great hand to end with. That's just going to be a rotten 0. Yeah, I mean, that one's on me. I guess I was supposed to pass out a no trump doubled. It didn't look like the right thing to do. How did we end up? Wow, we actually weren't doing so bad in the opening, or in the start of the set. Oh my god, I ruined it, didn't I? Look at all this. This doesn't look too bad, and then we just get 0 on the last set. Oh! Wow. We have a 64. Despite me just completely throwing on the last hand. Well, alright, so that's day 1 down. I mean, I feel a lot better given this result, because I just had this sense that we were getting crushed throughout. But I guess just getting above average boards on everything, above average, above average, above average. You know, we don't have very many of these 50s that are just kind of flat pushes across most of the field. Even 65 is well above average, 80, 65, 90, 70, 70, 84. I have to say, I wasn't trying to like generate a result on the last hand. I just thought I was doing the right thing, and you know, I placed partner with 4 spades. I guess I was just more convinced that East had a better spade suit than this. Doubling 1 no trump is absolute insanity with that hand. The difficulty for me was, I guess I was under the impression I had already done the wrong thing by opening the bidding, and that's why I just kept being scared of passing things out. So next time, I don't know, next time I guess I will pass this hand out in 4th seat. It feels wrong, but given what happened on this deal, I mean, obviously 1 no trump was going down, so it's not as if opening the bidding was the correct call and I just did something stupid later. Anyway, that's going to wrap up day 1. So because we're fairly late in the day, I don't expect this percentage to change. We'll see where we end up after the first day. And I will see you again tomorrow for day 2 of this event. We will check out where we stand and then jump on into the next set of 24 boards. So I hope you enjoyed. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I do a lot of this stuff all the time on VBO, playing a bunch of robot events, as well as some of these more prestigious national championship type things. Also do a lot of commentary and other things of that nature for large bridge tournaments all over the world. So, hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you all next time.